Did you know that the average homeowner spends $9,000 per year on hidden costs alone? That's right, nearly $10,000 that most buyers never factor into their budget. And here's the shocking part: 68% of first time homeowners admit they weren't financially prepared for these unexpected expenses. Stay tuned to avoid these costly mistakes. The American dream of homeownership. We've all heard about building equity, saying goodbye to rent, and creating generational wealth. But what if I told you that your mortgage payment is just the tip of the iceberg? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the real cost of homeownership that nobody talks about. That's right, today I'll take you to the hidden cost of homeownership. Are you really prepared? If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our video updates. Plus, it helps us spread the Thrive Wise love to help more people thrive wisely. Now, let's begin. Let's get real for a moment. When most people calculate their home buying budget, they focus on three things: down payment, mortgage payment, and maybe property taxes. But that's like planning a road trip by only counting gas money. You're setting yourself up for some serious financial surprises. Here's what nobody tells you at those shiny open houses. Homeownership is a constant stream of expenses that can drain your bank account faster than a leaky faucet. And speaking of leaky faucets, that's exactly where our story begins. You see, unlike renting, where you can call your landlord when something breaks, you're now the landlord. That strange noise in your furnace, that's coming out of your pocket. That aging water heater that decides to flood your basement at 2 a.m. Well, that's your problem now. And don't even get me started on the silent budget killers like HOA fees that can increase without warning, or the skyrocketing insurance premiums in certain areas. But what really catches people off guard is the snowball effect of these costs. Let's say you buy a home that's slightly older, maybe 15 to 20 years old. Suddenly, you're not just dealing with one aging system. You're looking at multiple components reaching the end of their lifetime. We're talking about roofs, HVAC systems, and major appliances. All big-ticket items that can hit your wallet hard. And here's the kicker. According to recent studies, 32% of homeowners had to take on additional debt within the first year of homeownership just to handle these unexpected expenses. That's one-third of people who thought they were making a smart financial move only to find themselves deeper in debt than when they were renting. But don't panic just yet. Knowledge is power, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to know and how much you should really be saving to handle these hidden costs like a pro. So now, let's dive into these sneaky expenses that love to play hide and seek with your wallet. Just think of homeownership like adopting an expensive high-maintenance pet, one that occasionally eats your savings account for breakfast. First up, property taxes, the gift that keeps on giving whether you like it or not. Here's a fun fact that will make your eyes water. Property taxes can increase by up to 10% annually in some areas. Imagine budgeting $4,000 for taxes only to get a love letter from your county assessor saying, "Surprise, that will be $4,400 this year." And unlike your Netflix subscription, you can't just cancel when the price goes up. Speaking of surprises, let's talk about maintenance, or as I like to call it, the money pit's greatest hits. Remember that beautiful mature tree in your front yard that sold you on the house? Well, those roots are now playing Tetris with your sewer line. Tree root removal and pipe repair, well, that will be $5,000, please and thank you. The home maintenance industry has a charming rule of thumb. Expect to spend 1 to 4% of your home's value on maintenance each year. On a $300,000 home, that's $3,000 to $12,000 annually, enough to make your credit card break out in a cold sweat. Now, Let's discuss insurance. Not just your regular homeowner's insurance, but all its fancy cousins. There's flood insurance because apparently regular insurance thinks water falling from the sky is too mainstream to cover. Then there's wind insurance in coastal areas because Mother Nature needs her own policy. And don't forget earthquake insurance in certain regions because when the ground decides to do the cha-cha, your regular policy just watches from the sidelines. But here's where it gets really interesting: the domino effect of home improvements. You decide to update your 90s style kitchen, which is simple enough, right? Wrong. It's like giving a mouse a cookie. You replace the countertops, which makes your cabinets look shabby, so you replace those too. But wait, your new cabinets make your appliances look ancient, and suddenly you're knee deep in $30,000 worth of renovations that started with wanting new countertops. And let's not forget about the energy costs, that mysterious force that makes your utility bills look like phone numbers. That charming historic home with the original windows? It's basically a greenhouse in summer and an icebox in winter. Your HVAC system works harder than a caffeinated squirrel on a wheel, and your energy bills reflect it. Modern energy efficient upgrades can help, but they're about as cheap as a unicorn's dental work. Here's a reality check that will wake you up faster than your morning coffee. The average homeowner spends roughly $2,000 annually just on routine maintenance tasks. We're talking about HVAC servicing, gutter cleaning, pest control, lawn care, and basic repairs. But wait, there's more. Let's talk about the joys of homeowner association fees. If you bought a house in an HOA community, well, congratulations. You've signed up for a subscription service that can change its prices faster than a rideshare during rush hour. These fees can range from $200 to over $1,000 monthly, and they have the magical ability to increase just when you think you've got your budget figured out. The real kicker? Timing. It's like these expenses have a secret group chat where they plan to hit all at once. Your water heater will wait until your property taxes are due, and your car needs repairs before it decides to transform into an indoor fountain. It's like Murphy's Law of homeownership. If multiple expensive things can go wrong simultaneously, well, they will. But here's the silver lining, because every dark cloud needs one, especially if that cloud is leaking through your roof. Being prepared for these costs means you can handle them like a boss. Knowledge is power, and power tools are expensive, but at least now you know how to budget for them. Now, let me tell you about Mike Tyson. Yes, that Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight champion who once owned a 52-room mansion in Connecticut. While you might think someone who earned over $300 million in his career would be immune to housing costs, well, his story proves that size only amplifies these hidden expenses. In 2003, Tyson was forced to sell his 50,000 square foot mansion for just $4.1 million, despite having paid $2.7 million for it in 1989, and investing millions more in maintenance and upgrades. The annual heating bill alone? A staggering $60,000. The property taxes? $125,000 per year. And here's the knockout punch. It costs nearly $7,500 annually just to maintain the basic operations of the house. But the real estate haymaker came from unexpected repairs. The mansion's indoor pool developed severe structural issues, costing over $150,000 to fix. The exotic animal cages, yes, he had tigers, required constant maintenance and specialized insurance. Even the garden upkeep costs more annually than many people's mortgages. This isn't just a story about excess. It's a cautionary tale that shows how maintenance costs scale with property size and complexity. If a multi-millionaire boxer can get blindsided by these expenses, imagine what they can do to the average homeowner's budget. When the mansion finally sold, Tyson admitted something profound. I was naive when I bought it. I thought owning something this big was a status symbol. Instead, it became a symbol of everything that can go wrong with homeownership when you're not prepared for the real costs. Also, what's the most shocking hidden cost you've encountered as a homeowner? Or if you're planning to buy, what hidden cost mentioned in this video surprised you the most? Let's help each other avoid these expensive surprises in the comments below. And well, that's basically the hidden cost of homeownership. Are you really prepared? And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And hey, it seems that YouTube thinks that the next video can completely transform your financial situation. Watch it to find out whether they're correct. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button to see more videos on how to thrive wisely. Till next time.